The award that we're going to give first here tonight is the Richard L. Tucker Leadership and Service Award. And the criteria, Richard was our first director. The criteria for the award is first to have demonstrated exceptional effort to further the purpose of CII. Of course, the purpose is to measurably improve the cost, safety, schedule, quality of capital projects. The second is to have shown a strong and lasting commitment to CII. And the third is to have served as a role model for other participants of CII. It's a privilege for me to announce that the CII Executive Committee has selected Dr. Jesús M. de la Garza as the 2013 recipient. I want to, before we ask Chema, as he's fondly called to come up and accept the award, I want to tell you a little bit about him. First of all, he started his CII career in 1986 when he was a graduate student at the University of Illinois. He worked on Research Team 5, right? So he's been around for a short period of time. That was a pretty good experience, and it gave him the opportunity to experience our unique structure and our unique approach to research. And so he went off, and in 1983, when he was an associate professor at Virginia Tech, he then participated in research team number 45. Okay? After working on research team 45 and experiencing another good research team, he then became the principal investigator on research team 136, wireless communications and computing at job sites. So we had 3 really positive experiences for this young, this maturing, this well-liked, this brilliant academic, and so we hooked him and we started to reel him in. And we got him to chair CII's academic committee. And then he was vice chair of CII's academic committee. And then we got him to participate on our annual conference committee, and he's been participating with us on that committee ever since. Today, you'll see him and his research team tomorrow, research team 294. That one, yeah, that one. The deployment of best practices in unfamiliar countries. And you're going to see the results that he continues to produce, the outstanding research that's continued to be produced by Jesús and his students. He's going to finish that one this year. Maybe he'll continue on. And he's just going to start another one, Research Team 311, on the successful delivery of fast-track projects. In addition to the research that he's been working on with us and the work he does at Virginia Tech, he also serves on the National Research Council's Board on Infrastructure and the Constructed Environment, known as BICE, the National Research Council's Defense Materials Manufacturing and Infrastructure Committee, CMAA's Board of Directors, the National Academy of Construction. So he's pretty busy. In 2011, the American Society of Civil Engineers conferred upon him the Periphery Award for Construction Research. It's their highest honor for research. So he's well accomplished. But what I really want to tell you about Jesús is when I first got to know him, right? 2007, I'm a director for like 3 months, and I'm going to my first board meeting, and the board meeting's up in Dallas, and I'm up at like 4 in the morning getting ready for this board meeting because, at least to me, it's a little scary. And I get a text, and the text is from Brew Brubaker. He was the board advisor for the Smithsonian, and he says, I'm not going to make it to Dallas today because there's been a shooting at Virginia Tech. And we saw the students and the faculty at Virginia Tech involved in this horrible tragedy on the campus. He said, Brew's son was going to Virginia Tech. He said, I'm going to go down and hug my son. So anyway, we get through the board meeting. We managed to get through the board meeting, and during the course of the meeting, the board said, Wayne, we as an institute want to help we want CII to help Virginia Tech heal. I was, okay, so we got in touch with Virginia Tech. We didn't hear from them. They said, look, we got to kind of get through this, so give us a couple of months to get through this. And in June, after graduation, Chema gave me a call and said, we have an idea for a new course. We're going to have a CII best practices course. It's going to emphasize the implementation of best practices. It's going to be a graduate school course. It's going to be 3 credits. It's going to be 4 grades, so it's not some course students just come and you take attendance. And we said, okay, we'll see what we can do. And we organized a course, the first course in the fall of 2007. 44 students in this little room at Virginia Tech. Wasn't air conditioned. It happened to be hot that spring. But we pulled the course off. 7 of our member companies provided instructors to teach CII best practices to the Virginia Tech graduate students, right? What a better opportunity for the industry to see the future leaders. What a better opportunity for the companies that were participating to look at the future leaders. What a better opportunity for the students, the future leaders, to see what CII best practices could do for them. What just a win all around. And I felt pretty good, right? So we did it on 3 weekends. I went to Blacksburg. Have you ever tried to get to Blacksburg? Anybody? Yeah. I will say it was not an easy chore getting to Blacksburg, but Chema did hook me up with a Dave Matthews concert, so it wasn't so bad at all, right? And we taught the course, and I thought we were doing really well. We taught it over 3 weekends. Said, man, this is going really well. Virginia Tech really feels like they're healing, and we're doing our job. We're doing exactly what they thought us we were going to do. And then one Friday, over a slice of margarita pizza, Chema has a restaurant he goes to every Friday at noon. He eats margarita pizza and Diet Coke. And I don't like Diet Coke. I had regular Coke, but I did eat the margarita pizza. It's pretty good. And over this piece of margarita pizza, Chema says, next year, we're going to do this and this and this. And so, okay, so next year came and we taught the class again in the fall. This time we broadcast it to 5 other campuses. So we had 6 campuses, maybe almost 100 students or so participating. And now today, this fall, we're going to teach the 7th round of this course. We've taught over 1,000 graduate students, 1,000 future leaders of this industry about CII best practices. And it all started and it kept going because Chema kept saying, now next year we're going to do this, and next year we're going to do this, and next year we're going to do this. So I can envision we've taught 1,000 over 7 years. I can see we're going to be teaching 1,000 a year here pretty soon. And all I can say is that the sustainment of the class, the sustainment of the industry, the commitment that Chema really gives us in this industry is so appreciated, and it just shows how deserving he is of this award. So Chema, if you'd come up and get your award, we'd appreciate it. Yeah. Not on the award anyway. Chema. Okay, Chema, we're going to look right here. Too shy. You want to say something? I got it.
Thank you, Wayne, for a very generous introduction. I think it's very dangerous to invite an academic to say just a few words. You see, over the last 25 years at Virginia Tech, I have learned to speak in 75-minute increments. But no worries, I will be brief. I know that I'm standing between you and dinner. So I promise you dinner will not get cold. But I did want to share with you the fact that I'm very overwhelmed by honor and by the significance of this recognition, given the amazing contributions to the construction industry by Professor Richard Tucker, the individual after whom this award is named, and also by the leadership credentials of those who have been recognized previously. Honestly, I feel like Bernard de Chartres, a 12th century philosopher, French philosopher, a dwarf standing on the shoulders of giants. When I received the phone call from Wayne, the line went silent for a while, to the point that Wayne thought he had dropped the call. Are you still there? Can you hear me? I was literally and figuratively speechless and engulfed by very positive and humbling feelings. I'd like to thank my nominator, the director of the Myers-Lawson School of Construction at Virginia Tech, and my references for going on a limb for me. I also want to thank the executive committee for entrusting me with such distinction. I feel very privileged. Finally, I'd like to also take the opportunity to thank my colleagues and friends in Research Team 294, deploying best practices in unfamiliar countries, for championing the nomination for the Outstanding Instructor Award. Thank you all so very much. Thank you for your patience. Let's have dinner.